Thanks for joining us. I'm Randall Bennett. Tomorrow, Amazon is expected to make a big announcement. They're expected to release a bigger Kindle. And with that, they're hoping that maybe people who have shied away from the smaller form factor will be more attracted to their bigger offering. But what does this mean for regular people who could care less about ebooks or haven't used them yet? Let's talk to some old friends. We have the 404, the group from CNET. They do a podcast there. It's what's your tagline now? You guys have, what's the new tagline?
We're high-tech, low-brow, yo.
Or the nerdy dirty.
The nerdy dirty, nice.
All that.
So let's talk Kindle. Like, are you guys into the Kindle? Like, Jeff, what are you thinking of the Kindle in general?
I think the Kindle is a glorified Etch-a-Sketch. I have no desire to use it, nor will I ever.
I think a lot of people are turned off initially by the idea of the Kindle because it looks like it's from the 80s.
Yeah.
But it's actually really convenient to read on it.
Yeah, I also heard that a lot of universities are actually going to be using them as textbooks, which I think is a terrible idea. Here's why. It's because what about the huge market for used textbooks? What's going to happen to that?
Same thing that's going to happen at GameStop when they stop selling used games.
Yeah.
But no, if I had a textbook reader in college, that would be amazing because I carried 50 pounds of books with me to every class.
Yeah.
And if I just had this slim little Etch-a-Sketch with me at all times, I'd be living the dream.
Yeah, well, here's another problem with that, though, is what happens when you need two textbooks at the same time, right? When you want to have them side by side to compare your notes.
Justin, what's that?
What was that, Rand?
Oh, I said, you're not reading two textbooks at once. Come on.
Please, I've never read a textbook in my life.
When was the last time you actually carried a book, man? That's
I haven't even looked at a book.
Well, I think it's a really good idea because I remember spending like $500-600 every month on textbooks.
Oh yeah.
Before I went to film school, but when I was in real school, I had to buy those thick ass, like 3 or 4 inch.
Right, and that's
books.
no fun carrying those around either.
No, not at all.
But I don't know. I probably won't buy one myself. I have seen a lot of people on the subway using the Kindle too, though, and those people look like fools.
No, it's not necessarily they look like fools. They look like fools. It's just I can't see myself reading a book. There's something special about buying a new book. The smell of it from Barnes & Noble.
You just like killing trees. I mean, like, let's just...
We're not running out of trees, man.
Also, you can't put a bunch of Kindles on your bookshelf and brag about how much you've read.
Exactly.
Right. You'll have to figure out some digital equivalent for, like, hot snobbery and tomfoolery. One other thing with this, some people say this is going to be a revitalization for newspapers. It's expected that the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times will be offering subscriptions through the Kindle for about either $8 or $13 a month. They're not really quite sure what the price is going to be yet. We'll find out tomorrow. Do you guys think anything with newspapers, or is it kind of just like, why not read it online?
Well, Obama's not giving them a bailout, so I think this is the only thing they got left right now. I don't even know. I mean, who reads newspapers anymore?
No, I still read a lot of newspapers, but here's another thing, is that with newspapers, I like the tangibility of it, right? You can wrap it in half or, like, fold it in half. You can put it under your arm, right?
You can hit Kindle, your dog with it.
Yeah, you're forced to carry it around with you. When you don't want to read it anymore, you can't just throw it away, right?
Well, I
like
that.
Just
hit delete.
You could, but you still have to carry this piece of hardware around with you. I don't care how big it is. You can't just discard it whenever you want.
If the price of a subscription newspaper on the Kindle is comparable to what it is what it is now, I think that's okay. But if they're going to be charging more money, they can go.
Come on, I have no amount of e-ink that'll let you stay up on print.
I just don't why they're going to. From what I understand, they're essentially going to put the print version on the Kindle.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bad idea because it is a computerized device, and there's a different way to use it rather
Plus, color photos will look like crap on that gray e-ink display, so they'll have to figure out.
Oh yeah, we're at what is it? 16 colors now?
16 shades of gray.
Woo! Monochrome. Yeah.
Also, how are newspapers supposed to sell ads on the Kindle, right? Because right now they're not posting.
I would be kind of pissed actually looking at ads on a Kindle.
Yeah, that would
be kind of a slap in the face.
Paying for it.
Yeah. Well, let's switch gears for a sec and talk Windows 7. Now, today, the release candidate for Windows 7 was released, and that means people can download this for free. There's no charge to download the release candidate, and you can install it. You can burn it on a CD or just install it from your hard drive. I don't know, what's your guys' take? Do you think are you going to give this new release candidate a shot, or what do you think?
Well, I haven't used Vista at all. I'm not joking. I've never even played with it once. I still use XP on my home PC. I have never once even seen what Vista looks like.
Yeah, Jeff actually just Wikipedia'd Windows Vista.
I'm not. You think I'm joking? I've never used it once, and
Who has?
I don't know. But will I try 7? I will try 7 when I have to, not when they're offering it for free. I feel like a lot of people aren't really jumping the gun to sort of get their hands on this.
It's really strange. Like the buzz you hear though is that Windows 7 is so much better than Vista. And everything I've seen of Windows 7, it looks exactly like Windows Vista, except like the toolbar at the bottom is now like transparent, and they got rid of the start button. It's just a little orb.
How do you get rid of the start button?
That's like Windows' big thing, right? They have nothing without that start.
How can you start?
Well, no, it's still the start button's still there. It doesn't say start, and the real improvements are kind of under the hood things. You know, all those annoying Vista pop-ups. Well, Jeff doesn't know, but maybe other guys know. Whenever you try to do something in Vista, it'll ask you, "Do you really want to do this?" And you know, they've tried to do some of those things to take out Windows 7. So it's supposed to be a little bit better under the hood. I don't know. Do you guys think that tech journalists are really excited about this, and regular people are kind of don't even know what's going on?
Well, we're tech journalists, and we could not be less excited about it.
I mean, I just don't know how to talk to someone and be like, "Yo, man, they updated their driver model."
No,
Oh,
here's
snap.
The problem, right, is that so I review printers for CNET.com, and hold your applause, guys. Hold your applause. No, and there's a big problem with Windows Vista, in that there were no drivers released for the printers on the market. So I'm afraid that Windows 7 is going to come along, and there's definitely not going to be any drivers for that. Nothing's going to work together.
That's the one thing they're hoping is that the new driver model is supposed to fix some of those problems, and they should have more availability from all the problems they had with Vista. It's not a different driver model from Vista, so all those like incompatibility issues that cropped up 3 years ago shouldn't be a problem. I don't know. It's interesting stuff, guys.
I think if they sort of harken back to the days of the solid. Like Windows 2000 was awesome. Stability. XP is a real stable OS. They bring it back to. I just don't understand why they have to, change things that aren't broken.
Well, the problem isn't that they change them. Its problem is they suck at changing them. If you look at things like Mac OS, where they'll introduce new features that are interesting. Microsoft obviously introduced annoying pop-ups when they came out with Vista. So we'll have to see how it goes. Guys, we have to leave it there. So we're out of time. CNET's the 404. It's the 404.cnet.com. You guys are on every day. What time's the show if you guys are live?
It's Monday through Friday, live 11 a.m. Eastern. We just started premiering on CNET TV today, I believe, so that video is going to be up soon. So, yeah, every day, Monday through Friday.
Bam. So you guys can check them out there. I'm Randall Bennett for TechV, and, I really missed 404, guys. Thanks for coming on the show.
We miss you too, buddy.
Come back soon.
We'll see you later on TechV. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and YouTube and everywhere else. See ya.